And there we have it. Our title race is now officially over. It was over before today, but there was the slimmest, 1% hope that a miracle could happen. But no, it's not going to happen now. 2-2 draw away to West Ham. It's been the tail of the tape over the last 4 weeks. We just can't defend. Can't defend at the moment. I wouldn't even say at the moment. Since 2024 started, our defence has been really poor and conceding silly goals, sloppy goals. And once again today, in all honesty, before they scored, we looked like we were in a bit of control. I wasn't happy with the performance because I thought we were just passing really slowly, which meant that our attackers didn't really have much chance to get shots off. But when they score their goal, it's just typical. You sit there and you think typical. For the 24th game out of 35 or 36, we've conceded first. And that's just not good enough for a team that's trying to win the title. You can't keep having to come back from behind that many times and being able to do it. So another guy that I know often says you can win a game 1-0, and he's right. You can win a game 1-0, but this Liverpool team can't win a game 1-0. And we always have to get 2 or 3 goals to win. And that's not what champions are made of. And that's why we're not going to be champions. So second half, you're sitting there, you're thinking, I actually sat there and thought, are we even going to get much better in the second half? Because he's probably going to bring on Salah and Nunez. But if we carry on doing the same things, passing to Alisson, passing to Van Dijk, passing to Quansah, passing to Endo, then back to Quansah, then back to Endo, then give it to Trent, and they keep doing that in our half, West Ham midfielders and defenders are sitting there saying, come break us down. Come break us down. We're fine. You can have the ball up there. And that's what happened. We let them have the ball up there, and it was just poor. Which is why we're struggling to score goals from open play. So, really poor. Something obviously isn't right, because as everyone that's watched the game has seen, you've seen Klopp have an argument with Salah on the sideline, and you would never have seen that previously. Yep, it's probably because Salah's sitting there saying, why am I being brought on in the 78th minute? But at the same time, Salah, you have been rubbish for the last 4 weeks, and you haven't offered anything. Nothing at all. So he's probably annoyed that he is on the bench. But yep, should Klopp have brought him on before 79 minutes? Probably so. But the reaction that we saw, for me, isn't good enough from Salah. And it just speaks for something not being right in the camp. And that's such a disappointing way for Klopp to end. With 3 games left now. And what's going to be the headline of today is Klopp and Salah having a spat on the side of the pitch. So I think Salah's got to be better than that, if I'm completely honest, and swallow your frustration and get on the pitch and prove yourself. I mean, he got on the pitch, apart from one run where he showed he still does have the pace, which I was questioning. But then at the end of that, he passed the ball behind Nunez instead of passing it in front of him. So you have that spat with Klopp on the sideline, but yet you don't come on and show Klopp you should have played me earlier. Is 11 minutes enough, or we had 5 minutes extra time? Is 15, 16 minutes enough time? Maybe not, but it has been in the past for Salah. And he has not been good over the last few weeks. So I think it's a bit out of order for him to be doing that on the sideline. So for me, Diaz again, it's like we're running him into ground. Thought was our best player today. Constantly trying to beat players and get things going. Get a goal. Luckily, very luckily, we get an equaliser from Robertson, because Areola has a nightmare not saving that, letting it get through him. And then we get a super, super lucky goal with Gakpo taking a shot in the box, and it's going way wide, but it has 2 ricochets and goes into the net. And then you're sitting there, you're 2-1 up, and you're thinking, okay, guys, for once this second half of the season, see the game out. See the game out. But then Alisson at fault, partially at fault for an easy catch. Easy catch, just catch it. We start play, but no, he fumbles it. And then we have a few minutes, well, not a few minutes, less than a few minutes. We have a period of sloppy play where we're chasing the ball, trying to get it back. And then Quansah, being a young centre-back he is, gets done by not even I wouldn't say a really good piece of movement, just a decent bit of movement from Mikel Antonio, who goes in front of him, then spins around the back of him, and headers the ball into the net. So Quansah is partially to blame for that because he could have done better in that situation, but it's just another fault, and a fault from someone you wouldn't expect in Alisson. Just catch it, just catch that ball, and then we're fine in that position. But this whole March, I think we conceded 12 goals in 8 games. It's been filled with errors, defensive error after defensive error after defensive error, and it's just killed our season. I mean, a lot of people at the beginning of the season didn't think we had a hope of if we can getting this far into it, but that doesn't mean anything. There's no point getting this far and failing, right? I wanted us to challenge up until the last day, and obviously that's not going to happen. Gaming's 2-2. West Ham probably didn't deserve much because when you look at the statistics, they have an XG of 0.7, 29% possession. We have an XG of 1.64, but the shots on target and etc. were not too far apart. Yes, we had 28 shots, but not enough on target, and that's been us for a while now. Having a lot of shots, 28 shots, 8 on target. West Ham, 11 shots, 8 on target. I want to see us 11 shots, 8 on target. That's how we should be. We need to be clinical, but we haven't been clinical this season at all. So, as I always do, I'll go through my match ratings. Wasn't a fantastic performance today, but I'll see how the players have fared. But Alisson, I think big mistake today for the second goal. First goal wasn't his fault. Defenders fell asleep. All defenders fell asleep. Quansah error early on, but the defenders could have covered that just by marking up. They fell asleep at the corner and let us concede a goal. So for me, I don't know, Alisson gets a 6.5 for that error. Move on to Robertson. I didn't think Robertson had that bad a game, if I'm completely honest. He did well up and down the wing, and defensively he seemed quite solid as well. So I don't know. I'd probably give him probably 6.5 as well. Actually, 6.5 stroke. Yeah, 6.5. VVD. It wasn't a bad game for him, if I'm completely honest. But he wasn't his normal self, so he probably gets a 6.5. Quansah, he was rattled today. Performance wasn't great. He probably gets a 5. Loses his man for the second goal. A sloppy pass for the first goal. Like I said, not solely his fault for both goals, but he had a hand in both goals where he needs to do better. But he's a young centre back, and I expect him to learn from it. Trent must be injured. Something not fully fit, because I don't understand why he keeps getting taken off. He's one of our best players. Always good for us to get an attack going. So him coming off was a surprise to me. But I thought it was okay. He probably gets a 7. No, 6.5. McAllister, no, Endo played at the base. Not much wrong. He got turned a few times, but he was okay. Probably gets 6.5 as well. McAllister, I thought he was good. I thought it was good in general. He gets a 7. Gravenberch tried, did really well in the end. I find that he tries to do stuff. He'll try and run through, try 1-2s, but it seems like at times people aren't on his wavelength. They don't know his game well enough yet. So he sometimes loses the ball when he's actually trying to get things started. So him, I'd probably give him a 6.5. Diaz, 7.5. I thought was our best player. Gakpo, I thought was okay, in honesty. Probably gets a 7. Harvey Elliott, I think he did all right. He's not great as a right winger, but he's industrious. He's trying to get on the ball. So he probably gets a 7 as well. The guys coming off the bench didn't really have much impact, if I'm completely honest. Nunes, 6. Salah, 6. Szoboszlai didn't come on long enough, so he gets nothing. So, yep, that's my post-match. So, guys, another poor performance. season over. Now we have to make sure Aston Villa don't catch us. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to share it, guys. Take it easy. Peace.